Watch this, y'all. It's my hidden talent. Oh, you want me to do it again?
Add a little bit of spice.
Что такое для меня ТикТок? Нет, это не просто забавные видосы, это возможность приблизиться к своей мечте и создать бренд. Чем больше людей смотрят мои видео, тем больше вероятность найти клиентов. Например, сейчас я коплю на аренду помещения, поэтому для меня так важно попадать в рекомендации. Буду безмерно благодарна твоей помощи. Вот, кстати, мой последний заказ. Как вам результат?
Make breakfast for myself. Leave the work for someone else. People say, they see that it's just a phase. They tell me to act my age. Well, I am on this perfect day. Nothing standing.
Spending my nights alone, waiting for you to call me. You're the only one I want on my side when I fall asleep. Tell me what I'm waiting for. Tell me what I'm waiting for. No, it's hard, but we need each other. No, it's hard, but we need each other. Back and forth. Take it if it's what you're asking for. With my legs up on the dashboard. The only thing in my pocket is my passport.
So you want me to do co with Brian? Say no more. And share this video if you think it turned out good.
I don't wanna die, but I don't wanna live like this. I just wanna feel something, I just wanna feel. I just wanna feel something, I just wanna feel something really real so that I can really feel like a person again.
Stranger.
Still don't know my name.
So my friend had that original LV carry-all duffel, and the straps were broken on it. And she was like, can you just whip it up into whatever? All I want is a tote and a little envelope bag. And I had enough scraps to do a third bag, but shit, I didn't catch the little video for it. So here's me making the tote. The first one that she requested, put the little stoppers in on the bottom. That was pretty fun to do. Got the little roll handles on that. Shit, hard. You know, I make all the patterns too myself, cold-blooded. Here you go, the envelope bag, you know, all the little straps, everything. I even do the color coordination to make sure the yellow is on that tan. You know, make sure every detail's hidden. Boom, boy, got them both. Let's go.
Today we're gonna go under the sea with a cute mermaid-inspired look. Let's yeet her to the clothing rack. This particular look doesn't really have a set pattern, so I'm going to be draping 3 yards of this silk chiffon with 5 yards of this silk chiffon. We're gonna do a halter neckline, so I've pinned where I'm gonna put my halter string. I'm gonna cut an applique piece out of this. Now that it's pinned on where I like it, we're gonna sew it down. Now we're gonna stitch along here for our halter. I'm stitching the back down. Quickie break. With this outer layer, we're gonna go ahead and pleat it and hand sew it down. Okay, the hard part is done. Let's add our belt and decoration. I found this thing, so I'm going to turn it into a belt by adding this chain. And here she is, our mermaid-inspired dress.
Down south, hood baby, make all the girls go crazy, go stupid. Look up, down to the side, why got me feeling a little lazy, shuffle. Flex one hand, show the muscle, bring around town, hit it out the park, two hands on her mouth like a muzzle. Down south, hood baby, make all the girls go crazy, go stupid. Look up, down to the side, why got me feeling a little lazy, shuffle. Flex one hand, show the muscle, bring around town, hit it out the park, two hands on her mouth like a muzzle. Two hands on the mouth like a muzzle. Found all the pieces to the puzzle. Niggas think it's none, niggas think it's easy. They don't really know about the hustle. Henny do say 1942, now she wanna do more than cuddle. She freaky. She want me to put up just fuck her.
Spend a few hundreds on a
She gon' spend some time with me and some of the bros. Then we give her back. Psych, we don't even give her back. Nope, we ain't even really getting into that. Text a verse for it.
Hey guys, so I saw the new Frozen movie and I loved this dress. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna do it. I need it. I want it. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna show you how I do it. So I went on a Joann's and I was originally gonna do like a top and a skirt separately, but then I couldn't really find a skirt pattern that I wanted. So then I went to Bridal and they kind of had a dress that kind of worked that I would still have to make adjustments to. And then I looked a little bit more and I just decided to go into Google and see if there were any patterns or anything like that someone had already made. So then it took me to Etsy and it took me to this girl who's Anne Cosplay, I think. And she had this dress and the pattern was online and I thought it was so cute and it's like basically what I wanted. I'm gonna have to make a few adjustments to it. It also doesn't quite fit my size because I'm thick. So I went and bought it anyway. I downloaded the files and basically these files are just sheets of paper that I have to put together, so that'll be what I'll be doing next.
I found this little tote bag that I wanted to try and make into a shirt, so I seam ripped out the side seams, tried it on my body to see if this would work and it wouldn't, so then I cut out a long piece and I put it around my torso to see if I could put it around my waist. Then I found a cup pattern online and sewed together the cups. I top stitched that sash I was sewing earlier. I sewed in some lining and then I'm showing you here that I put the lining on the cups with the strap inside, and then when I flip it inside out it makes one whole cup with a strap. I also figured out that I could put the phone in my bra to film, so very innovative. Then here's me showing you that I'm going to top stitch those edges, and ooh, fancy transition. I top stitched the edges and then I ended up with this weird like bag strap with two cups on it situation. Here's me showing you what that looks like. Then I decided where I'd want the cups to go on the waist strap. I had a little break to drink some gazpacho.
I found this fabric for $2 a yard in the Los Angeles Fabric District and thought it could be a fun challenge to make a red carpet-worthy dress out of it. I started the process by contouring this cotton fabric to the mannequin and then using my ruler to perfect the pattern. It's now time to cut out the fabric. I'm choosing to use the back side of the fabric rather than the bright side because I like the contrast. The next step will be to stitch the bodice together. And afterwards, we will go ahead and press those seams nice, flat, and beautiful. This is such a gratifying fabric to press. I can now work on stitching the skirt together and then sewing it to the bodice. I'm also going to serge the edges of this fabric because it has a tendency to fray. After the serging is finished, it's time to attach a lining to the actual fabric. Then I can attach a zipper to the dress, and the base of the dress will be ready for my handmade embellishments. I've taken really long strips of this fabric and created these giant bows that will adorn the side of the dress, and now I'm hand stitching them on. I'm so happy with the way this $8 red carpet dress came out. Who would you all like to see wear it on the red carpet?
I'm going to show you guys how to make a super easy, really cute circle skirt. Start by folding your fabric in half twice, and we're going to work with the corner that has 2 folds. Next, you need to find the radius of your waist. The circumference of your waist is usually your jean size. I'm using 28, and then I did some quick maths and found that the radius is about 4.5 inches. Here I'm marking 4.5 inches from the corner in a semicircle. And then I'm marking the length of my skirt from that last measurement. I'm marking 11.5 inches. It's going to end up being 11 inches after seam allowance, and this is a rave skirt. It's going to be super tiny and will definitely show your booty in the back. Cut it out and it'll look like that, and open it and it will look like that. Put it aside and we're going to work on the waistband. My waistband is going to be 4 inches wide, folded in half, so it's going to end up being 2 inches wide. It should be as long as your circumference. Snip one side of your circle skirt open and attach your waistband folded over right sides together. Sew it on, and when you open it, it will look like that.
Then lastly, fold it in half right sides together again, and you're done.
Today I'm giving one of my favorite characters from my childhood a total makeover, and that is Miss Daphne Blake from Scooby-Doo, if you couldn't have guessed from the color palette. Halloween month is finally here, and I cannot wait to show you guys everything I've been working on. I began the process by creating my pattern using a piece of cotton muslin and then cutting out my pattern pieces out of my real fabrics. The next step is to start stitching the bodice together. I began with the front plackets as well as the shoulder sleeves and the darts. This fabric can be super tricky, so make sure you press everything nice, flat, and beautiful. After pressing, it's time to run these through a serger so that we can make sure that the fabric doesn't fray. I'm giving her costume a full bishop sleeve because I think it's such a fun take on her original look. I also added some really fun stripes to this flared skirt that I think are going to be super cute. It was really important to press them flat because a lot of these seams are really tricky. The last step of the process was to sew her lime green ascot as well as add the buttons to the front of the dress. And here is my take on Daphne's iconic little purple dress. What do you guys think about the way it turned out? I have to say I'm excited about it.
Hola, esta es la parte 2 haciendo mi outfit de cumpleaños. Así me quedó el teñido, estoy súper feliz porque me quedó muy parejo. La polera me quedaba un poco holgada para lo que quería hacer, así que pinché el largo que quería y también cuánto necesitaba sacarle a los lados. Luego obviamente me la tuve que sacar para poder cortar la parte de abajo y los lados. Y después doblé los lados para poder pasarle una costura simple, solo para que quede más bonito. Entonces le hice 4 marcas a cada extremo y con una tijera chica le hice hoyitos. Luego cosí un poco los hoyitos para que no se abran. Uní un par de cadenas chiquititas que tenía para hacer 2 largas y poder pasarlo por mi top. Le puse mi top al maniquí para ver cuánto tenía que sacarle de cadena a cada lado y volver a unirlas. Así me quedó el top, estoy demasiado feliz con el resultado y con las cadenas restantes aproveché y me hice también un collar muy lindo.